Hello, welcome back. Welcome to Fisayo Adedupe TV. Welcome to Anson Kochito, Alpha Leo channels, football channel as usual. And sit back, relax. This is the pre-match analysis and the prediction of the Club World Cup final between Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea Football Club, two European giants. We are going to slot it out on Sunday, and it's going to be 13th of July, and it's going to be fireworks. Now, let me dissect it and see who is going to actually be victorious. Can we say the fear of Paris Saint-Germain is the beginning of wisdom? With Chelsea, players, the staff, the fans, are they scared of PSG? Because they've actually beaten everybody. They are the current European champions. In this Club World Cup, they only lost to Botafogo. Remember, Champions League final, a 5-star performance humiliating a whole household name that we call Inter Milan internationally. They flogged them 5-0. In this Club World Cup, Atletico Madrid, that have a lot of defensive prowess, bowed and succumbed to defeat with 4-0. Even Inter Miami, that has a whole legendary Lionel Messi, was not able to score 1 goal. They also lost 4-0. And the most recent one, which was just this week, is European giants, European champions, perennial champions, Real Madrid. A whole Real Madrid lost 4-0. It seems Paris Saint-Germain, they are just invincible. They are unbeatable. They can beat any freaking body. Can Chelsea reverse this tide? Can Chelsea break this jinx? Can Chelsea expose this team that they are not invisible? They can be beaten. So sit back, relax, and let me dissect it and check and tell you what I think is going to transpire, what I believe is going to happen on Sunday. First of all, remember this coach, LuisEnrique. He won the treble with Barcelona. He has already won the treble for Paris Saint-Germain. He actually even vied for the position of the head coach of Chelsea at a point in time before even this Maresca was hired, right? But he didn't get the job. He actually wanted to bring his philosophy to Chelsea. He was eager to get a job at that time, but he was actually bounced and overlooked. He is successful in Paris Saint-Germain. He wants to prove on Sunday that our owners made a wrong choice hiring Enzo Maresca. So it will be a case of two coaches. One, the first one, LuisEnrique, that was not hired. And the second one that was hired, we want to prove himself, right? Maresca will want to say, guys, sporting directors, the owners, you made the right call by hiring me. And Paris Saint-Germain coach LuisEnrique will say, you guys, you messed it all up. I was supposed to be, your head coach, bringing laurels to your team. So it will be a fight to finish for pride, for position, and also for what? For class, for bragging rights. That is exactly what this final is going to actually entail. So for the lineup, for Paris Saint-Germain, of course, we have the prospective and the potential Ballon d'Or winner. He's playing as a first 9. Who is he? Ousmane Dembele. He's having the best of his season. 35 goals so far in his career. So he's going to actually be there. And Donnarumma, of course, will be their goalkeeper. I'm talking about the experienced players, right? Dembele has played everything you need to think about in this Paris Saint-Germain. Injuries actually affected him in Barcelona, but he is right here gunning for the Champions League final, for the Club World Cup final and winning this and getting the Ballon d'Or. That's number one. If you go to the defense, remember the Marquinhos. Marquinhos is their captain. He has been there even when the likes of Thiago Silva was there, partnering with him when they lost in 2020. Remember, Champions League final. So, Marquinhos and Beraldo may start. That is if Pacho record is not actually over, right? And we have Mendes. I can also say, the contest is between Mendes and Cucurella. If you think about the best left back in the world right now, Mendes, if you say top three, you call Cucurella and Mendes, no doubt. So Mendes is left back. And we have the guy that is also gunning for the African Footballer of the Year. His name, Achraf Hakimi. Achraf Hakimi that has excellent overlapping speed runs and excellent defense ability. So that Achraf Hakimi and Mendes, they are also a goal threat. They can score and assist. They can do all the dirty work for the midfielders and also for the attackers. So this Paris Saint-Germain team, they are freaking complete. If you want to go to the midfield, the trial of Vitinha, we people are saying he's also in line for the Ballon d'Or. You want to talk about Yao Neves, the short man that is never tired. And also Fabio Luis. So this trio, they are just, relentless in getting the ball, passing it to the right places, keeping the ball from the opponents, retaining possession, initiating quick counter-attacks. So those three are exceptional, no doubt. And when you go to the forward line, we want to talk about the skill of Dembele, Desire Dure. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about Bradley Bacola? Or you want to talk about Gonzalo Ramos that will come in and try to score goals too? Remember, the coach mentioned that he prefer to have like 5 players spreading the goals around than having only one Mbappe scoring 40 goals in a season. And this philosophy, this strategy makes sense. When you share it all together, nobody is relying on one super striker. And I see similarities within what is said and what is actually showing in their team. And Enzo Maresca, and going now to Chelsea, because Maresca also said it that he won't go for Osimhen. He won't say it's that he won't go for Osimhen, but based on what I see, he knows, and based on the players that Chelsea are buying right now, they are not ready to go for one super striker like Gyökeres, like Osimhen. He also wants to spread the goals. That's why they are looking for dynamic, flexible players like, people that can play 2-3 positions. That's why João Pedro is there. That's why Delap is there. Jackson is there. So, in Chelsea, the lineup, my prediction is I see experience coming to play here, and I see Reece James starting at right back. I see Reece James starting, and I see I see Colwill also playing and partnering with Tosin, because we need the height of Tosin in this game. And of course, Cucurella. Set pieces, we need the height of Tosin, and I believe Maresca will look into that. And currently now, as of today, I heard that Lavia didn't train with the lads. He trained yesterday, but he didn't train today. Probably he's trying to rest so that he can play on Sunday. But good news is that Moises Caicedo is back. He has trained back-to-back for 2 days now, and he's going to play with Enzo Fernandez, the World Cup winner. So that's the truth. And all I think is we should, the same trio that played together against Benfica, if we can play them together against Paris Saint-Germain, then that will be a very tough fight for that midfield position. For the 3 Chelsea lads and also 3 Paris Saint-Germain lads. But in case Lavia is not available, then I will prefer James to be playing the inverted role in the midfield, just to be safe, right? He will invert We have 3 at the back. We have 5 in the midfield. That is what I see may happen. Because we can't raise Santos to be playing there. Or we can also bring in Gusto to play the right back. And James will be playing that midfield. That's another alternative, right? So, and the striking position, of course, I want João Pedro to play by the left and Delap to 0.9. Delap should play 0.9, João Pedro by the left, and Cole Palmer should start. By the right. Cole Palmer should start by the right. Another option, which I think may pan out or play out, is that Cole Palmer should be in the number 10 position. We're going to rest João Pedro to come in later. We use Pedro Neto, and we also use Delap. So Pedro Neto, right wing, Cole Palmer, left wing, and we have who in the striking position, Delap. Those are the 2 options I believe may happen, right? We have Nkuku that will come in later and João Pedro that will come in later, right? Or we bench Delap, we make him to come in later for João Pedro whenever he's tired. So that's my submission of the formation. And who do you think will win? I'm going to read something to you, and it's a song by who else? Eminem. And I'll use that to encourage my lads, the Chelsea lads, because in 2012, when Chelsea won the Champions League final at Allianz Arena, our backs was against the wall. Nobody gave Chelsea a chance. On Sunday now, Chelsea is the underdog. Nobody will give them a chance. Our players have been talking Levi Colwill to Moses Caicedo to Enzo Fernandez that no problem is good. And I believe it's very good. There's no pressure. We'll play our game and we express ourselves. But against all odds, Chelsea won at the home ground of Bayern Munich. The same thing 2021, the second Champions League final. Manchester City won all through to the final, but unfortunately they lost 1-0 by that Kai Havertz goal. Nobody gave Chelsea a chance. And remember Barcelona-Chelsea also at the Nou Camp, the goal by Ramirez, where Chelsea actually played that draw, and also Fernando Torres. So when the chips are down, when nobody give Chelsea a chance, it seems God of soccer is always helping Chelsea, and due to the hard work as well. So on Sunday, I want to believe, because I'm a Chelsea fan, that it's something is going to favor us. God of soccer is going to favor us. If we're going to win 2-1, and we pray if that midfield is arrested and we choke it up, Vitinha cannot play, Jan Neves cannot play, Fabian Ruiz cannot play, then it's all over. Once we get that midfield right, and there's no overlapping run from Hakimi or from Mendes, they are done for. So if our players are fit, I'm glad Caicedo is fit, and if Lavia is fit, if he's not fit, if James can raise up their game, because it's do or die, I believe there's hope for Chelsea for this final. So my prediction is it's going to be 2-1 in favor of Chelsea, and it will be at a surprising loss to Paris Saint-Germain. 2-1. Mark it. And it's the song by Eminem, Lose Yourself to the Music. I love this song because I want a very good psychologist, yes, a player psychologist that will play this song on the day of the match, right? So our players, you need to psych this player up. You might not get the opportunity next time. Maybe you'll be sold. Enrique now is getting sold to Arsenal, right? And I wish him all the best. I don't think Arsenal is playing the Champions. They will be playing Club World Cup. So you lads that are playing for Chelsea, you are in a final, because Chelsea is always going to the final or latter stages of competition. Look at it that it's one shot opportunity and you have it only just once, and you want to make sure that it counts. That is what a psychologist should tell my lads. Seize everything, every opportunity, and make it count, right? Capture it. Don't ever let it slip. Eminem, Lose Yourself. That's a song. If we have a psychologist in Chelsea, push this song to them and raise the roof, raise the bar. You want to surprise everybody. We are young lads, we are inexperienced and the rest. The rhetoric must change starting from this final. And lastly, even if Chelsea loses to Paris Saint-Germain, I don't want it to be a whitewash. We should not be losing 4-0, 5-0. We should be honorable in defeat. We should lose narrowly, right? We should see the fighting spirit and the effort that we lost gallantly. So that's my submission and completion of the pre-match analysis. And we'll see you at the other side after the match, all right? Thank you, guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share to your family and friends. It's your boy, Anson Cochito Alpha Leo. Thank you, guys, and have a good day. Cheers, guys. Bye.